Okay, you all. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a great day. Let me adjust this. And I'm doing this live stream right now for two reasons. For two reasons. So come in, hit that like and share button. Give me a second. Let me adjust this volume because I want the volume all the way up. So forgive my hand print in the camera. I'm doing this for two reasons because number one, I'm holding my phone. And I know if I hold my phone, I'm gonna get tired of holding it. And this will so it's gonna force me to make this live stream um quick. It's gonna force me because I'm gonna get tired of holding it. Hello, Patrick. Hello to you. And the second reason why I'm making this is because I made a post, and I'm going to be honest. And Patrick, give me a sound check. Um, give me a sound check because I don't want to be making this live stream, and at least it wasn't the best quality of sound. So let me know how the sound is. But I made a post on Facebook, and that post was about a Tom and the ancient Egyptians, or Egyptianology, ancient Egyptianology, which is the study of ancient Egyptians and religion, right? And so I made a post that this is where we get the word. Okay, good, because I have my AC blowing too. That the word Adam comes from in the Bible. Now, I put in the caption of the post that the most commonly used version of the Bible is 1611 King James version. That's the most commonly used version of the Bible. And if you all been following me for any amount of time, you know how I feel about the numbers 111, right? 1111. And now I'm going to talk about JFK's executive order 11. I think it has four ones because he did two executive orders with ones in it. One he did that was five ones, 11111, was exactly on June 11th in 1963, if I'm not mistaken. That was for Alabama. But this other executive order, 11110, he passed, attempted to pass, to bring back sound money. And he wanted particular silver certificates to be brought back to the United States monetary economic system, right? I'm going somewhere with this. Ancient Egyptianologies. So just follow me, like Snoop Dogg would say, follow me, follow me, follow me. But don't lose your grip, right? Just follow me. Follow me on this. And so JFK Executive Order 1110, silver certificates. You can Google that. He wanted to bring back sound money. And the reason why JFK was assassinated was because of this. Because the Federal Reserve, most people do not know, um, was brought in 1933, right? 1933 Federal Reserve, 1933. And so JFK wanted to bring back sound money. And if you also Google, you can fact check this as well. Let me know if the sound is still good. But you can fact check this as well. Make sure I didn't cut the sound out. But he also, okay, um, he wanted to bring his silver certificates, and he wanted sound money. When JFK began to print money, the money just read United States notes, right? United States notes. However, if you look at your fiat, I think I have some money cash right here. If you look at your currency today, you will see. Federal Reserve note now. This is a $20 bill. So you see it at the top. Federal Reserve. But when JFK passed Executive Order 11110, right, in 1960, I think it was 63, but it was in 1960s, his money just said U.S. notes. He wanted to bring in silver certificate. And this is why silver. Also, you all, I'm doing a private webinar on silver tonight, how you can get God's money and silver and add additional income and get government money at the same time to the money that you're already making. So if you're interested in that, that starts at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, and 5 o'clock Pacific. So text RICH to 254-279-5515. That's an invite only. So text me that. 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, and 8 o'clock Eastern, right? Okay, so back to JFK. JFK, executive order, notice the 11110. He wanted silver certificates. Why silver? Because silver was the first to be used as money, as currency. Silver was the first metal to be used as currency by the ancient Egyptians. It was valued higher than gold. I know a lot of these gurus are coming on here and tell you to get gold at 1700, 1800, but I'm taking you back to the future. I'm taking you back to where the Bible came from, the origins of it, because I'm going to even show you how cryptocurrency has been around since 1654. I think I have my dates right. 1654. Okay, so follow me on this. So I put a post on Facebook. It was received very well by Facebook. About 50 comments about the atom, which was a god by the ancient Egyptian, atom. And this is where scientists got the word atom, ATOM, from. And the Bible translated to Adam, ADAM, right? So the Bible has been translated, people, actually about 16 times. 16 times. That's why 1611 and the 3 ones is in that code. 6 is the number of man and wild beast, right? However, you have Bible translators all the way back to the Geneva Bible of 1650. So the Bible has been translated 16 times since the King James Version. Now, if you read and study Revelations in the Bible, you know that the Bible, it says that there should be no changes, no translations to the context of the Bible, of the book. That's number one, right? And so many people don't know how many different translations, and there should be an original somewhere. No one has seen the original Bible. This is because the Bible is derived from ancient Egyptians, right? Even if you look at the name Israel, you have Israel. IS is for Isis, ancient Egyptian goddess. Ra for the Ra god, and El in the Bible, Elyon. The Bible, God is referenced to El a lot of times. And actually, a woman on my one person on that post said that there is only one God, right? And I told her, I said, well, if you knew the true translation, the true meaning of the Bible, in Genesis 1:1, that word God translates to Elohim, right? ELO, then HIM. So then that's where you see him coming in. Somebody's blowing back there. That's where you see him, HIM, and that many are think that God is a gender and not a spirit. That's And so a spirit is a spirit. So it represents, Elohim represents masculine and feminine energy. All throughout the book of Genesis, you see in Genesis 11 and Genesis 3:22, where The Bible and in Genesis where it states, let us make man in our image and likeness. Well, us cannot be angels. God could not be talking to angels because human beings are not made in the likeness of angels. If you look at angels in the Bible, also ancient Egyptians, if you look at angels, right, angels have heads of animals, ox, lion, right? So we are not made, and in fact, the Bible tells us we are a little higher than the angels. So the question then becomes, okay, who is God? Who was the powerful ones? Elohim. In the beginning, Elohim, which translates powerful ones. Who was this us always referenced in Genesis? Let us make man in our own image and likeness. Well, that's the masculine and feminine energy together. Because you know, when Atom, aka Adam, was created, that woman was inside of him, was created when he was created. And according to the Bible, which they get the rib of electrons from the scientific. So the Bible is very much scientific. The Bible is very much astrology, anatomy. The Bible is very much numerology. And so when people don't know, like for example, 1611, uh, King James, the translation most widely known and accepted, King James also wrote a book before the Bible, before the translation of the Bible, on demons. It was called Demonology, right? So do your research about King James. So when people say that Bible prophecy is coming to pass, I'm like, you must don't know who translated that Bible that you think is prophetic, but it's not prophetic per se. It's not that the Bible is prophetic. It's that the powers that be brought this to pass. Now, you might be thinking, I don't know, Queen, but let me also tell you to research this, right? Israel, ISIS, also where we get Genesis, the first book, Ajin, the beginning. That's from the goddess from ancient Egyptian named Isis. Gene for our genetics, and Isis name put together. This is Gene Isis. Gene Isis. Gene Isis. In Genesis 3 and 22, the Bible also quotes, now man is like us. I'm not even gonna get into what the tree of good and evil really is, right? I don't want to do that on this one. But after Eve, which is the Bible says the evening and morning was the first day, right? Eve and morning was the first day. Eve, God did not name Eve, but Adam said she should be called Eve. And the Bible days is evening first, then morning, right? So, but the Bible says that, Adam came first, or a Tom. But anyway, and then I want you to look at Genesis 1 and verse 2, where it says, then God created Elohim, the masculine and feminine energy together, created the greater light to rule the day, the lesser light to rule the night. But then if you go down to Genesis 1 and 16, it tells you that the sun, the moon, and stars was created. The sun was created to give light upon the earth, right, for the daytime, and the moon to light upon the earth. So what light was Genesis 1 and 2 talking about? It was talking about the illumination. The illumination. Your pineal gland. You have your pineal gland and you have your pituitary gland, which is your reptilian part of your brain. That's why on the sixth day, man and beast was together. It's in all of us. All of you all have a good and bad side. All of you all have a yin and yang. There's always positive and negative energy. I don't care how good you think the little Ursha with the white gloves in church is, that she's never did no wrong. It's some beast mode in her. That's where the name beast mode comes from. So God and the goddess knew when they said Genesis 3 and 22, now man is like us, knowing good and evil. Who is the us, queen? The masculine and feminine energy. Genesis 11, when the people in the Tower of Babel tried to build the tower on another frequency. Notice it said gods, plural. And the gods came, they saw what they were doing, and they came and disrupted the language. Let us make man in our own image. Again, he was not talking to angels. We're not made in the image of angels. We're a little higher than the angels. Us, masculine, feminine energy. That's why women have testosterone in them and men have estrogen. So then you know that the Trinity can't be true, what they said. The Trinity in ancient Egyptian and ancient Egyptology is masculine, feminine, male, female, and child, which makes sense, right? Third dimensional. But anyway, so Genesis 1 and 2, the greater light to rule the day. The greater light is your heaven, your pineal gland. The lesser light is your reptilian part of your brain, your pituitary gland. Also, that represents the heel of your foot. The heel, which is the lower dimensional energy frequency that people can operate off of. That they can either do evil things, EVIL, right? Or if you look at the word evil in the reversal, that's live. Or they can do good things and live. And so Adam, and when Eve partook of the apple, or it's not the apple, let me get that wrong, it's religion, the fruit, because the Bible does not say apple. Then the God said, okay, now they're like us. They have good and evil. They are aware of good and evil within them. That's why when you see things in the Bible, like Satan was the angel, and he had music within him, and was kicked out of heaven, and he was the angel that beareth the brightest light. He was the brightest angel in heaven. Like, people often forget that Satan was in heaven dwelling with God. Those two lights dwell together. So when he said, now man is like us to know good and evil, he was not talking to angels at all. Was not. And so when you study ancient Egyptians and ancient Egyptians and Egyptology, the god is Ra, Israel, Adam, Atom. The god is Isis, Isis, Genesis, the beginnings, where it's all come from. And you've been taught that ancient Egyptians was something, just like you've been taught about the devil. I won't even get into that. That is negative. No, it's all within you. It's you recognizing good and evil. A child cannot know what's bad for them, unfortunately, until they experience it. And a lot of people give credit to this devil that they made with a pitchfork and a horn, when it just like a battery on your vehicle, it's both positive and negative. And a lot of things people are saying the devil did it. It's life. It's energy, right? That's why Paul says every time I go to do good, evil is pressing. That's a part of life. People lie on this devil that was a fictitious creature made, and they say, oh, the devil, made me do it, when you did yield to that negative energy that's within you. Or the devil, is fighting my finances. No, that's you. That's you. And so even look at things like Malachi chapter 2, because people often question the God of the Old Testament. When the Bible says, I'm the Lord thy God, I change not. But if you look at the God of the Old Testament, which many people say that's the lesser light, which is what's called Satan or satanic, it says things like in Malachi chapter 2, I think it's verse 3, that God told the priest he was going to throw dung in their faces. You know what dung is, right? It's animal poop. I can say the S word if you want to hear it explicitly. So you got to think like, what type of God would say he's gonna throw dung, poop in priest's face? And so now this is why I want you to research, and I'm getting out. We know about JFK. We know about numerologies in the Bible. Genesis 11. I'm not gonna get into Genesis 11 on this one. I could. How this is tied into the currency system reset. So he was assassinated for executive for the 1111. You know about 9/11, the Twin Towers. I'm not even gonna get into when President Obama read from Psalms 46, how that was uh, a a hidden message. I'll say it like that. But Genesis 1 and 2, the greater light, that means illumination. Christ in the Bible, the Jesus, the Christ, 33 years of age. And after that, transform into a physical form into spiritual, 33. But I want you all to see the astrology in the Bible too. Before the age of Pisces, we had other gods, and go research this as well, that lived for 33 years, right? So the sun passes through a zodiac sign for 30 days before it begins the next 3 days. It passes for 30 days before it begins now for the next 3 days, transitioning to where it will be reborn into the next sign for the next calendar year. So the sun, SUN, takes 30 days to pass through each zodiac sign, then 3 days before it transitions, which means it is then resurrected, because it then dies for 3 days, and then on the third day it resurrects. Also, you can learn about that while we celebrate Christ's birth and Christmas. The winter solstice, I won't get into that, but it also, the sun also dies, and it makes a southern cross during the December months. But all of this is what the ancient Egyptians studied through astrology, and what they brought to what you all know now is the Bible. But the Bible again has been translated 16 times, and research the Geneva Bible as old as 1650. So most people only know King James, most recent, 1611. So again, silver was the first metal to be used as currency. Silver is going to use to reset this currency system. Cryptocurrency is down today, right? It's down today, but I'm going to beg of you to also research CRYPTOME. CRYPTOME. CRYPTOME is a book released in 1624, and that is the exact name, CRYPTOME. Francis Bacon, when we get bacon, when you eat pig and slaughter, Francis Bacon, who wrote a lot of William Shakespeare, well, no, he didn't write a lot of, he wrote all of Shakespeare's stuff. Shakespeare took the credit for it. Francis Bacon was born out of wedlock to a queen, and so he could not, he was considered like a bastard child, and he was very smart, very intelligent, and he did a lot of things with numbers and numerology and coding. Francis Bacon. And the reason why we call strips of hog bacon is because in one of his literature writings, he talks about hanging and slaughtering a hog. So that's where we get the name bacon from. He wrote CRYPTOME in 1624. So I'm telling you all, silver and certain cryptocurrency, the time is now, is going to be used to reset this currency system. Silver was the first currency used by ancient Egyptians. So when people say things like Bible prophecy, what they don't know is how the Bible has been translated, and they, and even in the 1600s, they put this stuff in the Bible, and it's not what people think. the apostles, which I can get into that when we look at the 12 constellations, but the apostles, they think that those are no, the Bible's been changed so many times. There's no original. And so they put it in there, and you have to have the ability and the history to decode it. That's why some people sometimes call me a seer, because I can see the past and see the future and see where this currency system is going. So research Francisco Bacon. That should be easy to remember. Bacon. CRYPTOME 1624. Geneva Bible back in 1650. Some people never even read that version. They only know King James. And then study ancient Egyptians, a Tom. Study the ancient Egyptian first used silver as currency. And silver was valued more than gold. And people, why this is important? Because silver and crypto is on sale today. So again, if you want to get in on the wealth webinar, Wealth with Silver, that's going to be 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. Um, then text Rich to the number on the screen. This is an invite only. I'm not posting that link publicly. And you can be my special guest. I'm going to read some comments because I wanted this to be short. So you can go back and watch this video more than once. So you can take notes, copious notes, and do the research yourself. Fact check me. Uh, Good evening, Curtis. Curtis, I'm about to end it, so you probably missed some comments. I'm not even going to address. Hello, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. Crypto Granny says, hello, I've been trying to catch your live, Mama. Can you do a crypto live with me for friendly chat? Um, well, let me check out your Facebook page and let me see how you teach crypto, because a lot of people don't teach crypto like I teach crypto. I teach crypto more from a gematria numerology and the way I just taught it perspective. And so I'll be glad to check out your YouTube, see how YouTube teach it, and see if I think we match. Yeah, oh, that's good. Wally Supreme says Genesis is also generations of Isis. Yes, I didn't even think about it that way. That's great. And I'm gonna have to get out this live stream because I just cut my Jeep off. And if I stay here too long, I'm gonna start coughing, because you might can't tell, but I'm stuffy. I have a sinus infection. So let me get out of here. Ryan says he got Demonology on PDF. Yes, that's King James. That's his book before his translation of the Bible. Ryan also says I got a Tom on a 2-ounce silver coin. This giant human-like figure. Oh man, can you text that to me, Ryan? If you're still on, I would love to invest in that silver coin. Text it to my personal number, not the 254-2795. Text it to me and text me a screenshot, please. At let me get the number out. But it's also 254-788-1144. That's my personal number as well. Let me make sure I'm giving you the right number. 254. I would love to invest in that silver coin. 788-1144. Yeah, I think I gave you the right number. 254-788-1144. Okay, let me read this one, Patrick. Patrick says, Saint Germain was a sin master that taught cosmic wealth on how to transform rock to gold, lead to diamonds. Well, I'm told that gold is made by a supernova stars bursting in the sky, and that's made by the intelligent spirit, intelligent God. Um, Led to diamonds, immortal life, immortality on earth. I don't think crypto is based on that. Crypto is based on CRYPTOME. Crypto is based on Francis Bacon. and CRYPTOME of 1624. And then also ancient Egyptians and Nikola Tesla. Yeah, Nikola Tesla in the 1800s. He also learned about energy frequency and currency, vibrations, 369, numerology, energy, all of that, right? Um, Federal Reserve is a private corporation that stopped the gold standard because the fiat money is what they created based off nothing. They so they could people economics in America. And this is the thing: people do not have knowledge, and you're not investing. And I get this a lot. There, as Billy Carson says, you can't be woke and broke. You shouldn't be woke and broke. Like if you have all this knowledge about silver and gold and all this stuff and whatever, then and why aren't you investing in it? You shouldn't be woke and broke at the same time. So let me get out this live stream because I'm getting hot. And religious people will say, "Oh, that's the same. Getting in your voice. Stop." No, I have a sinus infection. If I get hot, I'm gonna start coughing. That's just it. So I may go into Genesis 11. Depends on how I feel in a couple of hours. I got the Big Silver Winning Wealth with Silver or Wealth with Silver webinar. So I may break down really Genesis 11 a lot more. But look how many times in Genesis you see let us, let us, let us. And who do you think? Elohim, masculine, feminine energy. But when it says now man is like us in Genesis 3 to know good and evil. So you're evil, again, like a battery, negative, positive, anything in science, negative, it's just a part of life. You have to level up, tap into your spiritual, heave up the heaven. Also in the brain, there's a part of the brain that calls the classroom. That's where we get classroom from education. The classroom, the classroom. Know your anatomy. The Bible says you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are a currency as well. You are God's, according to John in the Bible. The kingdom of heaven is in you. That's why you have so many systems in your body. And you are fearfully and wonderfully made. But you've been told that the kingdom of heaven is just external. Yes, there is, or to look for that. No, seek within, go within, and then you'll see results from the external. My mentor said this way very simply: if you don't learn to go within, you're going to learn to go without. You all hit like, share. Let me get at this hot G. You don't want to hear me coughing. And thank you all for tuning in. Drop your comments. Drop me some more because I know you all going to go and study Francisco Bacon and CRYPTOME 1624, Geneva Bible, and Elohim. Look up all that stuff. Look up Isis. Look up Atom. Look up ancient Egyptian goddess. Look it up. Check it and drop me some comments. All right, you are Queen out.